And off we go here from Mile High. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Throwing right away on the game's first play. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second and a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Lions have got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Second down, Nix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. That's fielded at about the 18. And some nifty running on the return. Did some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 35, it's first and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. He'll claw his way forward for a couple. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught. It's Calcaterra. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Broncos.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Kill, ready, hey, kill.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing. Nix. Good pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. What will the second quarter have in store? Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hold on a second. Ready. Hey, pull left. To the right, yeah.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hold on a second.
Here's Nix to throw. Well, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And a good job rallying for the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harvey. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
brings up third.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Marvin Mims, touchdown Broncos. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Hey, kill.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And this will be a Lions 1st down as he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's gone. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The Lions call their first time out. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And I think after that last sack, we're going to see a little bit of a change in strategy by the offensive coordinator. He decided to go empty. There's no one in the backfield to help with the offensive line pick up blitzes, and even if you have some opportunities downfield, you got to protect the quarterback first. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Begin on the ground with Harvey. Has an opening past the 40. And he is going to be out of bounds.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Ready.
A run once more. That's Harvey. This time they're ready for it. for no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to Denver after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Bombers. Oh, my son!
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And he'll take this one in. Greg Calcaterra. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's got a part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. He'll go play action with Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by.
The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Nick Bonito. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this first half.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. He'll get this to Calcaterra. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third and inches. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
76, 76, 12. Value three.
On first and 10, here's Goff. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Second and inches. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Listen.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions first down.
Pretty fitting. His first catch of his career results in a first down. He looked like a savvy vet out there to me, Mike. I mean, he picks up a fresh set of downs, and his offense is rolling.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
They'll run with Gibbs.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back end, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of it...
And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hicks, now to throw it here on first down. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's Harvey. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it from no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Well, it's clear, Mike, this defense is really locked in. They have a clear beat on what this run game plan is. Back-to-back stops for no gain brings up third and long.
It is third and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
First and 10. Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Pass caught right side by Kraft. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That one's good for 29.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Big play coming up. This is third down. On play action, Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The Lions will punt this ball away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A run with Harvey. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. The Lions called their first time out. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Kill! Oh my.
Back to throw is Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They'll talk things over before third down. He'll try to run here with Harvey. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. And wind up turning it over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
They'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run here. Oh, yeah. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 2nd down. He'll run, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
A massive play here. Late tie game, 3rd down. That's taken in. Calcaterra's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Nix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
Hey, let's go.
Off to throw on first down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
12.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
Chester.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Listen. Go, cut! 180! He's on.
From the gun, it's Goff. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
20! Super! What's that?
Now Goff. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Kill.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.